Welcome back, everybody, to the Colorado Rockies franchise. In the final month of the season, we start 6.5 games back. But today, to start off, we're going to get into the Major League debut of the number 3 overall pick from the 2024 draft, Charlie Condon out of Georgia. He has started to play absolutely fantastic in AAA. He's had a very good season. So it is time for September call-ups, and it's time to get Charlie Condon up here just to see what he can do. There is a possibility maybe next year he makes the big league squad. Starting position, it's tough with Doyle in center field. I mean, he's pretty much a mainstay. We'll see what happens in maybe left field with Kerstad. I don't know. But Condon is a guy we look for the future for sure. So he gets his shot here today. You can see right now top prospects. He sits as our number 5. I can't believe they have John Roberts as number 1. That's kind of crazy. But Condon, here we go. First major league at bat. And it's awesome to see. You always love to see these guys perform well in the minors, get their chance up here, make a name for themselves. Here we go. And, first at bat, he takes the ball to the shoulder, gets hit. And there'll be 2 away here in this inning. As Amador rips this one, that's going to get through for a base hit. Definitely is going to score a run. And we're still obviously in this playoff push. We're in that wild card lead at the moment, so I mean, these games are also very important as that one is going to get down for a hit. We're going to round third here. Here comes the throw. The throw is going to be offline. We slide in there safe. And there's our first run in our major league career. So we've taken the lead here in the second inning over Tampa Bay. So let's go to the fourth. 3-1 lead. Let's try to get this first hit out of the way. And I'll take that for a ball. I mean, you remember Carter Field first? What was it, a home run to start? I mean, the guy's hitting a lot of home runs, but a dribbler, kind of a swinging bunt, and it works out. Hey, you'll take it any which way, right? There is Charlie Condon's first major league hit. You can save that ball for sure. It might have not been a home run or even hit hard, just a swinging bunt, but it works out perfectly. There's hit number 1. And here comes Caminero to the plate. He has had a fantastic season here this year. Him and Carter Field have just been killing it as Caminero. This one hit well. Already has a home run in this game. Well, let's add another one. Junior Caminero gives this now a 6-1 lead. And that's number 34 on the season. He's right there with Carter Field. So the question will be, do we have a little battle going on here to the end of the season? Who's going to possibly lead the NL in home runs and possibly the Major League in home runs? Caminero with his second of the game. We got a 7-2 lead here in this 7th inning. As rips this up the middle. They're going to try to turn 2. Will not turn 2, so he'll beat that one out. Good enough speed. I mean, try to add as many runs as possible. But look at Amador. Triple, single, 2 for 3. He's had a very good game. That is going to be played there at first base. There will be enough time. They will get him at first. That'll end the 7th. And I think that might be our last at bat. It is, as we come away with a victory, but at least we get the first major league really experience for Charlie Condon. Gets his first hit. And with the win, we are now 6 games out of the division. Now, the thing is, we don't face the Diamondbacks the rest of the season. So that is going to be tough. We're going to have to hope maybe they collapse. But as you can see, 2-game lead over the Dodgers, a half-game lead over Philadelphia, and with the Padres 4.5 back, Giants 6 back. I mean, at the moment, it's kind of like a 3-team race, but we'll see what happens. These games against the Giants are going to be huge. They need these victories. You can see Caminero is now tied for the league in homers with 34. So we're going to get into this game. JT Realmuto is hitting the ball very, very well. Their starting pitcher for the Giants have been pitching well in their last 62 innings pitches. Logan Webb gets on the mound, 3.33 ERA, 1.18 whip. These games in this final month are absolutely huge. We try to get this Rockies team to the playoffs. So let's get into this game here against the Giants. And we're underway. Swing through the sweeping curve there. 1-1 to Doyle. And Doyle rips this one, but played at first base, and there will be out number 1. So I don't think we're going to finish the season today. I think we're going to get through the final couple weeks here the first couple weeks of September, and then probably stop it there because, these games are a lot more important Usually we go through a month and a half at a time here, and that's only if we're playing well. We saw the first couple of years of this franchise as Caminero rips that one for a base hit. You go a little faster, but you kind of slow it down, obviously, at these times because you want to see these games, get into them, and when it means something. And these games finally have meant something here in season number 3. The first 2 seasons, not too much. But we have a very good team. Chance to get to the playoffs. And I don't know what's going to happen GM-wise. I mean, based off the GM contract that we have, the coach contract, is there a possibility as Carter Field's going to strike out? I don't know if we can get fired, obviously. But, I mean, that GM contract is totally going to swing and a miss. The goal, I believe, was get over 500, which we're obviously going to do here. That's a seasonal goal. But a contract goal was to make the playoffs. So if we miss the playoffs this year, is there a possibility that we would be fired? So, I mean, to me, it's even more important to obviously reach the playoffs here this year. And I think, obviously, we've seen the team. We have the team that can get to the playoffs. This lineup is ridiculous. Our pitching staff has performed very well this year. You never know with the pitching in Colorado, but I think Bieber on the mound here today has been that ace. May struggled a little bit, but what a job from Jaden Hill this year. Means has been solid, as Lee is having a very solid year for this Giants team. And Dollander, we've seen some good, we've seen some bad, as over to second base. It's tough to test Realmuto. Even when he's a little slow on it, he still has that gun perfectly thrown. Chapman goes down. Now 0-2 to Lee. See you later on the circles change on the outside for strike 3. So the pitching has been, that'll be interesting if we get into the postseason. How does the pitching add up? As Tolia, what a fantastic play there at first base. Gets him at first. That was nice. Because that's what it always comes down to. You're going to face top-of-the-line pitching, and your pitching better be on point. But you know what this team kind of reminds me of with the way the offense we have built here? It's kind of like those Phillies teams of a couple years ago where they're just going to hammer you. As that one is absolutely ripped to left field. Does it have enough? And it gets out of here as Tovar gets us on the board here. And that's what I mean. I feel like going down the lineup, we have so many power guys and guys that have high averages as well this year. So it's not like they're hitting 220 with like 30 home runs. Caminero, Carter Field, they're over 300. They're up there for a batting title as well as leading the league in home runs. Doyle's had an absolute bounce back year as this one is ripped over the head of Kjerstad. He won't be able to come up with it. So that will be a leadoff double for Tyler Fitzgerald, trying to get the Giants back into this game here and try to tie this game up. His 37th double of the year, as Eldridge will foul that one away. But I feel like we could possibly, even if our pitching doesn't perform too much, if we get to the postseason, as this one couldn't droop in. Kjerstad comes in. He has got it for out number 3, so the Giants won't be able to knock him in. Stays in a 1-0 game. But I think we can hit our way through the playoffs. Now, are we going to be, World Series favorites? I don't think so. The Dodgers, even though they're the last wild card, if they possibly get in, that team is just so talented, obviously. And really, the Pirates have been playing great baseball. The Diamondbacks have been playing very good, one of the best teams in the NL. So I don't know if we'd be kind of World Series favorites, but maybe dark horses with our lineup. Ground ball. Let's see if we can turn it. It's thrown out to left field. Rounding second base, but the throw from Kjerstad's going to get him in time. So, hey, maybe not a double play. Ends up being an error and then thrown out at third base. Heck of a play there. Let's just hope that double play possible doesn't get us here. We still have to get this final out. 3-2 to Burleson. Runner off, doesn't matter. Strike 3 looking. And Bieber gets out of the 4th. Still just a 1-0 game. But as you can see, here are the candidates. I think Carter Field's got to be thrown in there too. Ohtani, Turner, Caminero. Yeah, I think Carter Field's right there. So here is Junior Caminero putting his name there in the MVP ballot, as that is going to be an absolute jam shot. Probably shouldn't have swung at that, but that sinker just comes right back into you. When you got a 3-2 count, it's tough to take. But here is Carter Field. The home run battle with him and Caminero. That is awesome to see. And this one is ripped. I mean, this guy just continues to hit the ball. It is crazy to think that we take this guy in the second round and he reaches the big leagues in his first year. I know I constantly talk about Carter Field as Tolia rips this one. That's going to be extra bases. But how could you not? He reaches the big leagues in his first season, September call-up. He hits the ball well. And now here he is in MVP considerations, leading the league in home runs. It's absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever had a player like that. It wasn't even a first-round pick. He was a second-round guy. As Tovar's having himself a game, that's hinted to the gap. Tolia scores easily, and we've built this up to now a 3-0 lead in the sixth. Yeah, I don't think, if I look back at any of the other franchises I've had on here, there is no way I've had a player like that. It's absolutely insane, especially, like I said, for a second-round guy. Not even a guy you take at number 2 or 3 overall, which, you know, you could possibly get those type of guys, which we've had in this year's draft. There's a guy that possibly will play next year. So it's crazy. We've drafted well, as that's another RBI base hit. Tovar goes in. It's a 4-0 lead. We've drafted so well with this Rockies franchise, and really it ends up being so well because your players are actually performing. You can draft as well as you possibly can, but then you get them in there and they just don't do anything. So far, all of our guys have produced. As Condon hits his steep to right field, don't think it has enough legs, and it won't at the track for out number 3. But we add some 3 runs on the board. 4-0 lead. But as we look at this team, we got to make the playoffs first. Did he go there? He did. I mean, that check swing thing is so terrible. I don't know. Some of the times I'm just like, there's no way he went, and they say he did. But then sometimes you're like 100% went, and they're like, nah. Which, honestly, isn't far off of realistic stuff there. Cantolia, there we go, get the force out at first base as Bieber through 7. And that will be it for his day, but what a performance. No runs, only 4 hits allowed, as Joe Ross has been absolutely fantastic this season out of the bullpen. Tries to keep this at a 4-0 game as we head into the 8th inning. 0-2 now to Eldridge. Go inside, get him. Man, that looked more like a 2-seam fastball than a 4-seamer. Very good movement, strike 3. As now Brennan comes to the plate with 2 away. Ground ball, Amador is up with it easily over to first base. And that will be it for the Giants in the 8th. Still just a 4-0 lead. And let's go to the top half of the 9th inning. See if we can add any more runs here to extend this lead. As JT Realmuto, 103 off the bat, rips that up the middle for a leadoff base hit here in this 9th inning. And his playoff experience, if we can get there, will be absolutely key. That would be another cool addition to a game like this, is Charlie Condon, there you go, rips that one for a base hit. So first 2 batters aboard here in this 9th. That would be kind of a cool addition, like an attribute like playoff experience, and you know, maybe gives your guys a little bit of a boost going into the playoffs, or maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it would be interesting to see if it would ever make a difference, because I feel like, as that's an any double play, I feel like that could be a real big thing, obviously, for the playoffs. Is Realmuto going to try to get him again? The throw not as good this time, as he will be in there at second base. It would be a cool thing to have, I think. Just another addition. So ground ball over to Tolia. He'll get the out there at first base. I believe Chapman moves up to third. So the Giants trying to get on the board here, as Willie Adames will come to the plate to try to knock in the first run, keep this game going. And I don't know how you don't call that one a strike. This one hit well to center field. That'll get the runner in for sure. This one missing a home run by maybe like 6 feet. Doyle makes the throw in. So the Giants do get a run on the board, but they're down to their final outs. And once again, thank you everybody so much for the support. You can't hit that like button, subscribe. Hopefully to see some Rockies playoff action. As Jordan Romano will bring him in here to get the final out. He will get the save if he gets it. Looking for save 42 of the season. As Burleson to the plate. He'll take that pitch up there for a strike. Works it to a 1-2. And, oh, man, how did that miss? Romano not too happy. That was a perfect 2-seamer. Let's just go back in with the 4-seamer. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And a 4-1 solid victory here against the Giants. Like I said, every win is huge here in this final month. The Bats did enough today. Tovar 4 for 4 had a really good game, but Shane Bieber once again gets win number 15. 7 innings, no walks, only 5 hits allowed, 8 strikeouts. Just another fantastic start from Bieber, as we're going to get through, I think, this week, and we might stop around there with, like, what was that? We started that Atlanta series, like 12 games to go. So we get a second win against San Francisco. 12-3 is the score. Tolia hits a home run. Look at that middle of the order. Tolia, Tovar Kerstad, and JT Realmuto 5 for 5. May kind of got knocked out of the fourth, but Rasmussen and Payamps do the rest. It doesn't matter when you put up 12 runs. Looking for the sweep. We will not get it. San Francisco gets a 3-2 win, but we take 2 out of 3. So now we got a 3-game set here against the Cardinals. Dollander on the mound. Bottom of the 8th. We're down 1 with Tovar on third. Let's hop into this game. Beck up the middle with the infield in. Doesn't work, and we have tied this ball game up here at 6 apiece in the 8th inning. Big hit for Jordan Beck. Sometimes you have to play the infield in with 1 away like that, so I get it, but nice hit there. Ties it up as Condon now has a chance to become a hero here. Base hit probably scores a run. Will that get down in time? It will not. I had thought that might have a chance, but that will be out number 3. But at least we tied it up. It's 6-6 apiece here in the bottom half of the 9th inning. So, 1 swing of the bat, and this ball game is absolutely over. 2-2 to Realmuto. Hits this one well, and that is going to get down. Can't make a fantastic play there in right. We'll keep him there at first. So a leadoff base hit here to start off the 9th as the winning run is on. We'll pinch run for him. Nunez with the speed. I'm not sure about stolen base. With Brent Doyle up, I trust the bat. A gapper just wins the game for us. So 1-0 here to Doyle. Doyle, fly ball. That's going to be caught for sure in the center field. Pretty easily played, as that will be out number 1 here in this 9th inning. But when you got Junior Caminero, Carter Field coming up, we're going to pinch hit as Caminero was not playing this game. But we got Caminero coming out of the bench. Pinch hit for him. 1 swing. This is ball game. As we do hit and run as Caminero absolutely rips this one. Nunez on his way to third. And we got first and third. 1 away here in this 9th inning. Carter Field, all you need is a fly ball. That actually extends his hitting streak to 11. But here comes Carter Field to the plate. Like I said, all you need is a fly ball. And he's already got a home run in this game. He's up to 36 home runs on the season, so he's extended the lead now. I'm surprised they're actually pitching to him. I'm surprised they're pitching to him because that's going to happen. Carter Field, absolute monster shot out of here. And that's a 3-run shot to win this game here against this Cardinals team. Come from behind in the 8th inning. I mean, why are you pitching this guy in this situation? You got an open base. Just put him on. You're absolutely insane to pitch this guy and then absolutely insane to throw a fastball in a zone. Good luck. Home run number 37 for him. Second of the game is your winner. And that is a fantastic victory here against the Cardinals to start off this series. Let's go to game 2. And now they have the base. It's a 14-12 game. Let's just sim it out. We win 14-13. Wow. What a game. Caminero homers. Carter Field, another home run. So he's up to 38 home runs now. Jaden Hill only won 2 innings. Palmquist didn't do very well either, but a lot of guys used, and we score 14 and win. Can you imagine if scoring 13 runs and you lose? Oh, that's rough. All right, we go for the sweep, and we sweep the Cardinals. Ramos, our draft pick, will be okay. But 9-6 is the final. A lot of runs in this series. Caminero 4 for 5. Hit 2 home runs. Carter Field hits another one. 38. Man, Caminero and Carter Field are just lighting it up. We win another game. And things are looking, I mean, Bieber struggled, but that's what I was saying earlier. Even if our pitching struggles a little bit, our offense is fantastic. So now we got a 4-game set here against the San Francisco Giants. We just took 2 out of 3 from. They are in desperation mode. They need to pretty much sweep the series, I would say, to keep their season alive. And Amador will be good for a few days. They do take the first game, 3-2. So they hang on for the win there. All right, game number 2. We will win 3-0. So shut him out. Great pitching performance there from John Means. Let's take a look at what he did here. Shunk hit 2 home runs. 7 innings, 4 hits, 4 Ks, no walks. Gets win number 12. All right, game number 3 of this series. We got 2 on. We lose that game. All right, final game of the set. 8-0 victory. Amador is back. So we split with San Francisco. Right now, with 74 and 76 for them, I think that's probably over. But Carter Field homers again. Jaden Hill with his 14th win, 7 1/3, 4 hits, 3 Ks. He's had a fantastic season. All right, we have this series against Atlanta. Let's take a look at the standings. We're 5 back of the Diamondbacks, who have clinched a playoff spot no matter what. So they are in. We're 5 back. 4.5 lead over the Phillies. The Dodgers have jumped the Phillies. Phillies are kind of falling apart here. So the Padres are still in the mix. They've won 4 in a row. They're looking good. But really, if you think about it, we're 8.5 above San Diego. And look at the East. Yeah, the Orioles, best team in baseball. They've already clinched that division. Red Sox have clinched a wild card spot already with, 12 games left. So they're already good. They're clinched. Twins with a 2.5 game lead right now over the Tigers, who have lost 7 straight. They're kind of collapsing at the wrong moment. That's not what you want to see if you're a Tigers fan. Rangers with a half game lead over the Mariners. Man, that's going to go down the wire. Athletics still around, 5.5 back. That is going to be close to see who wins that division. You probably end up with a wild card, but you got the Athletics 2 games back of the Tigers and the Yankees 2.5 back. So they're still right there as well. I would say the Astros or Guardians, you're going to need a big-time run and then hope for a collapse. It's just tough when you have to pass so many teams. Braves clinch a postseason appearance. They haven't clinched the division yet. Phillies are 8.5 games back, but that's very close to being clinched division. Pirates, right now, 90 and 60. Are they the best team in the NL right now? They have clinched the division easily. But yeah, the Brewers, the rest of them. And yeah, they're tied with the Diamondbacks. So the Diamondbacks and the Pirates, best record at the moment in the NL. So we'll see who the number 1 seed, possibly out of those 2 teams. I think it's just going to be those 2. I don't think we're catching the Diamondbacks unless they absolutely collapse. But you can see Carter Field has gone on a tear here lately. He is now up to 40 home runs. Cameron Air with 37, Tolley with 30. So we have 3 guys with 30-plus home runs, 2 guys over 100 RBI. And with Brent Doyle, what's he, a few away from, possibly 3 away from getting 30? I mean, that's a really good possibility to get 4 guys. Tolia, last year, his best season he's had. Average 1 up, power 1 up. And he just backs it up even better. Better average, OPS kind of the same, slugging a little better. The on bases dropped a little bit, but the power is still there. I mean, he's going to be close to 100 RBI, even with Carter Field and Junior Cameronero really being the... I mean, when you have those 2 guys at 2 and 3, and they're putting up the RBI numbers, sometimes it's a little tough. You might not get as much, which he does, well, he hasn't, but he's still producing. So that is awesome to see. Tolia has been fantastic. Condon, so he is 7 for his first 30. He has a home run. Right now, 233 average. He has a 778 OPS, 378 on base, which is looking pretty good. I don't think he's obviously not going to make the postseason roster, but at least he's starting to get a little bit better. I know he started off, 2 for 17, and we were the ones that got those 2 hits. As for pitching right now, Bieber with 15, but Jaden Hill, 14 wins. I mean, Jaden Hill out of nowhere. 45 saves for Romano. Bieber leading us, obviously, in innings pitched. But Dollander, 175 strikeouts. Could he reach 200 this year? Yovanik has been struggling. Will Warren still hasn't got it in here. So we might have to get a start. Either a sim start or something just to get him in there. Sheevy's pitched well. Payam's pretty good. Yeah, Bieber leading us, I believe, in whip. Yeah, Dollander has it, but it's dropping. It's dropping. Yeah, Romano, Ross, Bieber is the best starter, 109, whip-wise. Let's go over to maybe Warren and, let's see, 2.9 for him and, FIP, 3.74. Yeah, Bednar is not performing very well either. But Romano, you can see Romano, even though the ERA is high, his FIP's at 3.7. So he's still pitching well. He's just getting hit a little bit, maybe just adding up too many runs. Let's take a look at the league leaders real quick. I want to see. So Carter Field at 40 is 1. Caminero is 2. Ohtani is right behind there. Trey Turner, same thing at 36. But Carter Field's been on a bit of a run here. RBI-wise, Carter Field is 3. 8 behind Brian Reynolds of the Pirates. How about average? Caminero is 3rd. So right now, Bryce Harper on pace. But he's got like a barely over Lee. That is very, very close. Very close. But 5 game backs of the Diamondbacks. So I think we're going to just end that one there. We have 12 games left in the season. Atlanta, who is a playoff team, Kansas City, Chicago, and San Diego. That might be big for the Padres to try to get into the playoffs. So we'll see how big that 3-game series is there. But that will do it for this one. We will see. I'll probably have it out maybe tomorrow, the day after. We'll see if we make the playoffs. Hopefully we can get it done, reach the playoffs, and that would be absolutely awesome. That's going to do it for this one. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.